Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. In this video in my series on seed starting indoors for 2020, I'm going to show you how you can actually make easily $800 to $1,000 selling plants. We're going to start with herbs. These are a selection of herbs that you really want to start a good 12 to 14 weeks before you would start selling them. I'll talk about that. But this is what I used to do years ago. It can be expensive setting up your grow light stations, buying seeds, getting all the materials you need to have a garden, start indoors and all that. So I would do a plant yard sale. Every year I would start my herbs, and we're going to do oregano, thyme, chives, rosemary, peppermint, lavender, and lemon balm. That's what I recommend. These are herbs people love, and these are herbs people buy. And when you go into your local hardware stores, big box stores, you see your herbs in bigger containers. We're going to get there. I'll show you how to pot these up. Selling anywhere from maybe $2.50 on sale up to $4. You're going to sell your plants for about $2 a plant, and you're going to quickly total up a lot of money. For example, right when I just showed you, that's a 72 cell seed starting kit. So you start 72 plants times $2, that's 144. We're actually going to overseed them, so we're going to divide them in half and pot them up. So you're going to end up with 144 plants. 144 times 2 is 288. And then some of these plants grow really quickly. You can divide them again. So these 72 cells right in here are going to give you, about 150 plants to sell. And you can sell them from $1 up to $3, whatever you feel works best in your area or wherever you're selling them. And again, I did this for years. It's really effective and it works. So back here we're going to use those for the potting up. Those are in bigger cells because I'm not setting it for a plant yard sale. I'm using these for a different purpose, but it's the same principle. So I'll show you how I pot these up. And basically these are going to grow. They're going to get full just like this. We're going to divide them in half. So I'll show you how to do that. All right, so I think this is exciting. I mean, you can really just do a yard sale in your driveway, locally at any flea market you have, or at churches. And now's a good time to start looking to see what they have available for the spring festivals and flea markets and all that stuff, in case you have to sign up. You don't want to have all these plants and no place to sell them. All right, so again, today is January 18th, and these plants really wouldn't get out to my plant yard sale until May. So you want to start these anywhere from 12 to 16 weeks before you'd be selling them. They can grow slow. Over here I have spearmint and peppermint, and they were all planted at the same time, but you can see that germinating at different rates. That's lavender right in there. It's smaller. These plants were put in on December 20th, all of them. So they can take anywhere from 5 to 14 days to germinate. So let's just say these have about 3 weeks of growth. And you're going to see that they're different sizes. That is thyme, grows really well. That's a ton of rosemary, and that's oregano. All right, so let's get to planting. So one, pick up your packs wherever you want. These are about $1.60 a pack. I think I got them at Home Depot. Subscribe to my channel. I will put the playlist for all my seed starting videos that I've done so far this year in an iCard and at the end of the video. So it'll show you how to set up the seed starting mix. It'll show you how to set up grow lights, do all that kind of stuff if you want to, give a shot at trying to make some money for your gardening needs selling plants. All right, so let me get to this. We'll set it up. First thing you want to do is date everything 1/18. Put your markers in. With the herbs, it's pretty easy because you can tell by smell what they are really. But when we get to tomatoes and peppers, and we're going to start those next, so this will probably be about a 3 or 4 part series, just showing you what you can get ready for your plant yard sale. But when you have a lot of tomatoes and peppers, you're not going to remember the variety, so you definitely want some markers to put in. And lemon balm grows extremely well. These are all perennials. Once you plant them in your yard, they're going to keep coming back. All right, let me get the seeds ready. All right, so the reason that we're starting these 7 herbs now, 12 weeks, 14 weeks, 16 weeks before you would get them out to the plant yard sale or into your garden is because they can take a frost, they can take a cold. So when these get to size and we divide them up and we pot them up, we can start putting them outside and we're not so much worried about the cold. The other herbs that we'll be doing and the other vegetables that we'll be doing need warmer weather and they grow a little bit more quickly, so they will come later. I like to overseed them, so the oregano, lots of little seeds in here. And we're not just going to drop one seed into there. You can see all of those. We're going to take a pinch. There's easily, I don't know, 15 or 20 seeds in there. You're dropping a lot. You're really covering the surface of the cells with many oregano seeds. So you can see how much I took. Those are the 6 cells. Remember, we're going to divide them out. Let me just put these back in here real quick. Well, put the excess down there. You can overseed. Don't worry about counting them. And then we're just going to scratch them into the top. Now, I'm not going to plant every one of these because it's very similar. So we scratch that in. Make sure there's good contact between the starting mix and the seeds. Pull everything in. Easily 20 seeds per cell in there. This is oregano. These are in bigger cells, but we're going to take these and they're really hardy. I just wanted to cut in real quick and show you 3 plugs that I pulled out and then I potted them up, and I swear they look like they've already grown. If you follow this series, you're going to have really healthy plants to sell at your plant yard sale. Whatever containers you decide to use, make sure you poke some holes in the bottom or that they already have holes in the bottom. Let me cut in and show you a video from a couple years ago, and in the background you'll see plants in cups. Those are plants that went out to my old plant yard sale.
Idea of how to set it up and things that you need to get started. I'm going to do about 12 videos this summer on container gardening, and I will get really into specifics. 2 important things. 5-gallon container is the minimum for a tomato.
Break it in half, and then these will get potted up for my needs. This is what yours are going to look like. It's going to be about this size, lots of oregano, and you would divide it about this size right down the middle, and now you have 2 plants. So these 6 cells are going to give you 12 oregano plants. Well, let me just break it. So you'll end up breaking one of those cells down, and now you'll have 12 oregano plants to sell for about $2 a plant. And then I can just put these back together. So I'm ready to do that. Thyme, the seeds are about the same size, so I'm not going to do those. You do them just like the oregano. Chives are bigger. You're going to put in 8 to 12 seeds in there, and you can see that they're bigger seeds. Take a pinch, look at that, that's probably more like 12 or 16. That's fine. Drop them in. Need a couple more for that one. All these plants that I'm showing you now get really strong, massive root systems. They're really hard to kill when you're dividing them. You'd actually have to work at it. Chives you can put down a little bit deeper while I scratch in the oregano and thyme. These you can go down 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. They're going to sprout. Just eyeball it, try and get them well below the surface, while some of your thyme and your oregano can sit on the surface just a little bit. So these are mixed in. So we got the chives. Again, press it all in. Now we're going to get to rosemary and lavender. These pretty much are planted the same. Sometimes they're slow to germinate, although I got a great, let's see if I can, don't want to pull them off. Let's see if I can snip one out. So there's about 10 rosemary plants in there. They all germinated. A little trick is to refrigerate your rosemary and your lavender for about 10 days. The cold breaks down an enzyme in those seeds that inhibit germination, because in nature your rosemary and your lavender want to go through a cold period. That cold period comes, kills off that enzyme. Come the warm weather, they germinate. So you can trick them by just refrigerating them. Now, if you don't refrigerate them, that doesn't mean they're not going to germinate. I've done both ways. So when your cell about that size, you have bigger seeds, and you're getting about 6 or 8. Again, I'm not worried about putting too many in there because we can divide them out. And that's our goal, is to start them in these smaller cells, the 72 cells, and then divide them up. So easily, 6, 8, 10 seeds in there. You would do the lavender. I'm putting the lavender down here. You would do the lavender the same way. The seeds almost look identical, about 1/4 of an inch. I like to mix them throughout the whole cell, spread them out, it makes dividing easier. And when you divide, some of them might die off, that's okay. You're still going to get plenty of plants. Okay, so we got the lavender in. And again, check out my series. This is all pre-moistened, set up with boiling water. Peppermint, really small seeds, and here is what peppermint looks like. And again, this will get divided again, and you'll end up doing it this way in the smaller cells with at least 12 plants. But peppermint grows like crazy, really thick roots. You might be able to get 18 plants by dividing these a couple of times. Well, you divide 6, you'd end up with 12, and of those 12, a couple more will be able to be divided, so you'll end up with about 18. Peppermint seeds are really, really fine, just like the oregano. And I actually like to do these a little bit different. Press the surface in now. I found they don't like getting buried really too much at all. And you're just covering the whole surface area. I can't even tell you how many seeds are being put down on. Plenty of seeds. 20 or 30 per cell. And then just scratch them in. And then press them back down. And then lemon balm really smells like lemon. It was a big seller because people just touched the leaves and they'd fall in love with it. Seeds are bigger, taking a pinch. The pinch looks like that, a lot of seeds, and just scattering them over the surface. And like in nature, this is how seeds fall. Fall from the flowers. They just clump in an area. They all sprout. The strongest ones grow, take over, all that. You're putting a lemon balm down about 1/4 of an inch. And then we're pressing that in. These are going to go under my grow lights. They're going to be under the grow lights with the grow lights about 1 inch to 3 inches above them. The lights will be on for 16 hours so that when these break the surface, they're going to be hit by a lot of light. I'll keep them under that light for 16 hours, about 7 to 10 days after germination, and then I will put them under some lights that are a little bit higher up, and the lights won't be on as long. But that's generally how I get them started. Okay, let me get these set up, and I'll show you the potting up in the division. All right, so we have 144 seeds started in here, overseeded. There's plenty of seeds in these packs too that I'll be able to store them in a Ziploc bag, keep them in the house, I'll be able to use them again. So even with overseeding, you're still gonna have more seeds for next year too. So these are set up, they'll get under my grow lights. And again, check out my playlist for the seed starting videos. I'll put in the iCards and at the end of this video so you can see how I set up everything in here. So, all right, so you're going to want to get another tray. You can get foil trays from your grocery store to be able to hold a lot of cups like this. It's a little more expensive to buy them this way. If you're on a budget, you can use 8 or 10 ounce styrofoam cups. Whatever you use, you want something you can write on. You don't want to have to go through and put labels all in there. It's tedious. They'll fall out. It becomes a problem. You want to be able to write right on here. So I just use, actually for indoor, since these are still staying inside, I just use a seed starting mix. Future videos will show you how I set that up, but I primarily use worm castings. So let's just go with the spearmint. So if we had them coming out of this smaller cell, it would be about this size. So you would just find the middle, break right down the middle, and we're going to pot those up. And again, these were started on December 20th. Today's the 18th of January. Let's say this is about 3 weeks worth of growth. So fill up the starting mixer, your potting up mix right into your container. Again, you want a container about this size. That's 8 to 10 ounces probably. And then just put a big hole right down the middle. Grab the leaves of your plant and just drop the root system in and then fill in around it. You need a little more seed starting mix. Press it in, and that will grow over the next 8 weeks or so into a really nice peppermint plant, and people will gladly pay $2 for that. And I would go through and do the same for all of these. And you would just really be pulling out the plug just like that, divide it in half, put them into the cups, and you're going to have something like this when you're done. Again, 72 cells at $2 will be $144. Maybe you don't want to divide them up or anything like that. You just want to pot them up. But if you divide them again, easily somewhere between $200–300, depending on what you decide to sell them for. These are the 7 herbs that I recommend getting started 12, 14, 16 weeks before they would go out to your plant yard sale. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I'll roll in the next wave of perennial flowers and herbs. Then we'll get to tomatoes and peppers, and then we'll even do some cucumbers and zucchini and squash. Thanks for watching. Hope you give this a try. You'll certainly be able to make some money and maybe buy some indoor lighting equipment or get those things that you want for your garden. Thanks for watching.